The glass slipped from my hand before I even realized I'd lost my grip. It hit the kitchen tile with a sharp, explosive crack, water splashing across my shoes like a cold slap. Her voice, laughing, taunting, still vibrated from the speaker of my phone, a recording sent to me anonymously moments earlier. "You're not man enough to handle me," she declared, her words dripping with a kind of arrogance she never showed me. Laughter erupted around her, her girlfriends, the ones who always claimed they adored me. Then came my line, or the line she expected. I smiled. But the recording ended there. Cut off. Deliberate. My stomach twisted. The room felt too small, like the walls were leaning in, hungry for space I didn't have. I replayed it, hoping, irrationally, for context I had somehow missed. But it was always the same. Her voice, the challenge, the mockery embedded in syllables I used to love. I grabbed my keys. The night air slapped me once I stepped outside, damp and metallic. The kind of air that precedes a storm but refuses to commit. The drive to the bar where she said she'd be tonight stretched longer than it should have, every red light feeling personal. My mind sprinted through excuses on her behalf. She was joking. She was drunk. Her friends pushed her. It's nothing. It has to be nothing. Denial was a hell of a drug. But beneath it all, a darker truth pulsed. Something had been wrong for weeks. The late replies. The sudden need for space. The way she avoided eye contact when I told her about my promotion, like good news, made her uncomfortable. When I entered the bar, sound hit me like a wave, bass vibrating through the floorboards, glasses clinking, bursts of laughter slicing through the dark. I spotted her instantly. She always carried a glow, even when I wished she didn't. She was leaning towards someone.
A man.
His hand rested casually on her lower back, territorial, familiar. She didn't flinch, didn't correct him, didn't even seem aware she was betraying me with every breath. I felt something inside me crack, not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet, tired snap. Her friends saw me first. Their smiles faltered, petrified, as if caught in a crime scene. She followed their gaze. When her eyes met mine, shock flickered, too brief. Then guilt. Then something colder, something I couldn't bear to name. I approached slowly.
Calm. Too calm.
"Hey," I said. She swallowed. What are you doing here? I heard you were out." I kept my tone steady, though my hands trembled. The man shifted, stiffening with territorial alertness. "Everything okay here?" I ignored him. "Who sent the recording?" She froze. Her pupils shrank. Her throat bobbed with a hard swallow. What recording? So that was her angle. I pulled out my phone, hit play. Her voice spilled into the air, loud enough for every nearby table to hear. Conversations dimmed. Heads turned. She stared at the floor, biting her lip hard enough to draw blood. "It was a stupid joke," she whispered. "Then finish it," I said quietly. "You said, 'You're not man enough to handle me.'" And I smiled and said, "What?" Her eyes fluttered shut. The other man looked at her sharply. "You said you were single." There it was. Not the joke. Not the arrogance. But the lie. A tremor worked through her. "I didn't want," her voice broke. "I didn't want to lose him before I knew if you and I were even working." "Working?" I echoed. "You were test driving replacements?" Silence spread across the room like a stain. Then I smiled, the same smile she claimed I gave in the recording. I finished softly, "not the person I thought you were." I turned and walked away.
She didn't follow.
And what hurt most wasn't the betrayal. It was realizing that somewhere along the way, she'd stopped being mine long before she told anyone else she already was.